In this video, I want to talk about the power difference you can expect to see in Diablo Immortal between a free-to-play player and someone who spends money in the game to power up and get legendary gems. I'll talk about PvE, PvP, and then what Blizzard can do to address some of the concerns voiced by the Diablo Immortal community. Just to recap, I am a free-to-play player and I play as a demon hunter in Diablo Immortal. As of today, I'm currently Paragon level 14, and my gear is pretty well optimized. I've upgraded my armor as much as possible, I have upgrades on my normal gems, and my gear has the essence traits that I want. Everyone knows that 5-star legendary gems provide pay-to-win players with a power advantage in terms of stats, abilities, and resonance, but I won't go into the details here. But yes, legendary gems are strong, but how strong? And should it matter? Let's talk about PvE first. I want to start off by saying that you do not need to spend any money in Diablo Immortal to beat the game or reach level 60. I understand that there are some level caps that require some grinding, but if you know how to grind efficiently and which dungeons to grind, it isn't too bad. I'll put a link down below in the description to a video that I did that shows you the best dungeons to grind so you can level quickly if you're stuck behind one of these level caps. But let's talk about whales in PvE. And the main thing here is the leaderboards on the challenge rifts. Yes, pay to win and whales will be able to clear higher difficulty rifts earlier on, which makes sense because they will have more power earlier in the game than a free-to-play player would. But over time, the free-to-play player will become stronger, get access to some more powerful gems. So the question you have to ask yourself as a free-to-play player is, do you care if you're on these challenge rift leaderboards? If you want to be on leaderboards or near the top, as a free-to-play player, that might be difficult to do. Like, I personally don't care about the PvE leaderboards. I much rather prefer to push as high a level as I possibly can with the gear that I have, then go and get some more gear upgrades and then attempt to clear a higher difficulty and do that over and over. Kind of like setting a new personal record for myself. I find that much more satisfying and rewarding rather than trying to compare myself to other players on the leaderboard that I know have an advantage because they are pay to win. Because you're not comparing apples to apples. Pay to win players will have a significant advantage in challenge rifts. And Blizzard knows this. They're playing on human ego, because I think most people want to be on the leaderboard. If Diablo Immortal was purely a PvE game and there weren't any leaderboards, then I think people would be less inclined to spend money on the game and there would be less whales. But that's not the case, and people are spending money to get legendary gems, to get stronger, to be on the leaderboards. Now let's talk about PvP. If you don't PvP, then play-to-win players don't really affect you. But if you're a free-to-play player in PvP and you come across a school of Shamus on the other team, then you're going to have a hard time and there's little you can do about it. But as I've shown in my PvP videos, you can still win as a free-to-play player, even when there are whales on the other team. As with any game, skill does matter, even in this toxic pay-to-win bonanza that is Diablo Immortal. But I understand that this is where most of the frustration with pay-to-win comes from. I think the majority of players are trying to do PvP battlegrounds in Diablo Immortal for a variety of reasons, whether that be they enjoy PvPing or the apparent lack of endgame content for PvE. There's repetitive bounties that you can do and a lackluster raid boss. But one thing I think that Blizzard could do to fix this in PvP would be to make matchmaking based on resonance. Like right now, like I said, I'm pretty geared as a free-to-play player, and my resonance is 210. One 5-star gem gives upwards of 400 resonance, and some players I've played against in PvP have a resonance over 800, 4 times my resonance. If Blizzard just does matchmaking based on resonance, then all the whales can go and battle it out themselves, and the free-to-play players wouldn't feel like PvP is hopeless. That's pretty much all I have for this video. Again, I want to stress that you do not need to spend any money to beat the game or enjoy the game. Like I said before, I'm pretty geared right now as a free-to-play player, and I asked myself, if I spent $20, $40, or even $100 on legendary crests, and I got stronger gems, would that affect the way that I play? And the answer is no. Maybe I could push higher challenge risks, but I don't really care about being on the leaderboards. Even if I was stronger, I would still be doing the same daily bounties I'm doing as a free-to-play. So the reason I haven't spent any money on the game is because I don't believe it would make me like the game more than I do. I know that I cannot min-max my character in Diablo Immortal as a free-to-play player, and I'm okay with that. I see this as a casual game, a bridge between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. Now, if Diablo 4 for some reason follows the same model as Diablo Immortal, then we're going to have some problems and I probably won't play Diablo 4. But we'll see soon enough. Thanks for watching this video and feel free to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.